It wasn't until college that I actually questioned, like, is this what I believe? Is this faith that my parents like, have themselves? Is that what I adhere to as well?
I think it's common to wrestle with spiritual doubt in college. I know that I wrestled with it, and it's a hard thing to have to go through in life, but I think that even Christians who were born as Christians, I think they all have to go through their own sort of conversion experience in their life. And for most people that happens during college, because it's the first time when you're forced to think for yourself, and it's the first time that you're able to make these kinds of decisions for yourself. You get to decide for yourself if going to church on the weekends is something that you want to do, and if that's how you want to spend your time. I think that the biggest struggle that college students face is staying connected to the church. And I think that's shown through the statistical numbers and through the evidence of college students dropping out of church and not attending. And that need is met by OCF.
OCF has been great. I think I've made a second family outside of the family I have at home.
OCF has been incredibly meaningful to my experience. I didn't even know it existed before coming to college, actually.
People were really welcoming and helped me get a ride to church, and it really made the transition just a wonderful experience.
OCF has definitely helped my spiritual life.
It's introduced me to people who share my same faith.
They're people who I feel at home with, you know, they're part of my family.
It helped me remember a lot of things that I had forgotten in the first 2 years of college. The experiences that I've had in OCF have been unforgettable. Going on Real Break, traveling to halfway across the world, being able to go to the Patriarchate in Istanbul, that's something that I'm never, ever going to forget. And without OCF, that never would have happened.
I got to go on Real Break to Constantinople in the spring of 2008 with a group of kids from Gonzaga and a bunch of other kids from throughout the country, and that was a huge eye-opener.
By participating in Real Break trips, both freshman and sophomore year, down to Dominican Republic, and sort of looked at poverty in the face, and that was obviously had a huge impact on my life.
Just seeing other Orthodox Christians in a completely different country and seeing that they believe in the exact same things you do and they have the same wants that you do and the same desires just kind of makes the world smaller and lets you know there's other people out there that are going through the same things that you are, and it doesn't matter if it's in the same city or the same college, but you know, a different country halfway across the world.
We renovated this church that laid in shambles, in ruins for over 30 years, in conditions that you would never imagine seeing a church. It was not suited to be a church at all. It took us a week. It took us 4 days to fix 30 years of damage, and when we were done with it, it was beautiful. It sent chills down your spine to look at the work that we did in 4 days.
And spending that time in such ancient churches and such special places to the Orthodox faith, I mean, it really gave me some good time to think about like how special the Orthodox Church is and how amazing it can be.
Man, going on the OCF trips to Dominican Republic and Guatemala have completely changed my life plan, because I came into law school wanting to basically sell my soul and work for a big firm and make a lot of money, and that was really all I wanted coming into law school. But going on the trips to Dominican Republic and Guatemala have taught me that there's so much more to life than having money, and that I saw the happiest people in the world living on the garbage dumps in the city of Santo Domingo. And I saw so much joy in these kids who have been abandoned by their families and live in an orphanage in Guatemala. so my goal for getting a law degree has completely changed, because now the only thing I want to do is help people, and help people who aren't able to help themselves. And so I won't do any work that's not revolved around helping people. So my career path, my life goals have completely changed, and it's because of OCF.
We see each other at OCF meetings or on campus, and it's just a different bond that you have with people in OCF than you do with your other friends.
It gives you a place to go where people can relate to you and your religion, and that's often difficult to find.
Because OCF is the college ministry that reaches out to the college students and gives them a way to stay connected with the church, and provides them with resources to stay connected to the faith and to go on life-changing trips and to meet with other college students on their campus.
It's always really nice when you can meet with a group of people and share your faith.
When I was able to participate in the OCF group, I was able to meet a variety of people, and it really opened up my mind to meeting new people as well, because you get a whole bunch of different people that like to show up to Orthodox churches, and so you become more accepting of new people, and it's a great opportunity to introduce others to the faith that had never heard of it before.
If you want to stay involved in the church, I would suggest researching and making sure if there's an OCF on campus, and if there's not, there's resources to start up an OCF.
And getting involved in groups like OCF, it's easy, it's fun.
You can research online to find if there's churches nearby.
Especially since this is such a big time of transition, you're going to need those support groups. So having your family, having your close friends, and especially having your faith are going to be the things that help keep you together.
For instance, just bringing icons and putting them in the dorm room or putting them on your desk, keeping that visible. Something that you see every day can have an influence on you that you don't even know about.
I hope that you would take the opportunity in college when you're on your own to make church and make God and make prayer a priority in your life, and to make healthy decisions and say yes to the right things that would put God at the forefront of your life.
It makes all the difference in the world knowing that you have a spiritual guide that it's nice having kind of like that hand on your shoulder.
I think OCF has helped me live out my beliefs.
And without OCF, I don't think that I'd be the same person that I am now.